We've been gone for a long time, but we are back with TextGod's classic Pimp or Simp. We'll be looking at some screenshots that you guys sent in, and I will decide whether you are a pimp or a simp. Right into conversation number 1 on your screen right now. Boom! Let's go. I'm determined to destroy you in mini golf. Emoji. Hate to break your heart, Sarah, but my mini golf skills are out of this world. Get ready to give up your favorite hoodie. I guess the hoodie thing is somewhere in her profile. Damn, gotta admit I suck at mini golf. Was purely relying on luck to win this battle. Pretty cute text. I knew it, but I appreciate the honesty. Well, expect this to be a difficult battle because I am a beginner at mini golf. Aha, the truth comes out. We both suck at mini golf. Sad face. Looks like we will have to practice up together before the big match. Well, I haven't even played it in years. So I have a lot of catching up to do. Seeing as we both suck at minigolf, does this mean we are dating now? Obviously, I roll. It's official. Where's my ring? You'll never meet someone who's more wifey material, so better act fast. Then I guess I'll have to pull out all the stops. Treat you to a hot air balloon ride, full spa day with mud bath included, bouquet of red and white roses sent to your place beforehand, and a night of salsa dancing, ending with us snacking on a chocolate fondue fountain. Or I crush you in a minigolf battle and then you propose to me. I like this cocky alternative. Or if I beat you, you have to propose to me. Love that. Hard to pass on a hot air balloon though. Can't even take one step on a ladder without freaking out. I'm horrible with heights. Ha! Spa day and flowers, although tulips are my favorites. Oh. Those are roses, although tulips are my favorites. And dancing, and I will definitely eat the whole chocolate fountain. Drool. I'll start planning my elaborate proposal just in case I lose the game, although still pretty sure I will win. Gotta warn you though, I am actually a terrible dancer. If I have a drink though, I start air guitaring and pretend I'm in an 80s rock band. Okay, this, you dancing, I would love to see. How's your availability like next week? I'm looking to book our minigolf battle on National Lovers Day. Good that the guy is making concrete plans here. In general, guys, I'm not a fan of a convo like this where straight from the start they're pretty much talking about a potential date. These don't go well with most high quality women, I would say, based on my infinite experience and expertise. This is just one of those cases where the girl and the guy are really into each other from the start, and as long as none of the two, in most cases it'll be the guy, gravely fucks up by being too boring, it goes into a date. If the girl was not so crazy about him from the start, this likely would not have worked. But in this case, it did work. I can't blame the guy. Maybe the guy is very good at this and he's like, okay, I can see straight from the start she's super receptive to my text. I'm going straight into a roleplay, togetherness, date, boom. Sure. I think I can keep my schedule open for ya, as long as you can handle the air guitar skills. Maybe I'll let you on drums or something. Oh, I definitely suck at handling musical instruments, but I'm sure I can make it up to you with my excellent cuddling skills. I'm curious to know how you totaled 2 cars in 3 months. Must be linking back to her profile. So here's my snap, my number. Send me a voice message narrating how that happened. Oh wee! I love cuddles! Big spoon or little spoon? And okay, I'll add you. Hehe. Little spoon, so you can stroke my hair and tell me I'm pretty. Period. I can do that. Sounds pretty good. Not much more to be said. They were really into each other from the start. Props to the guy for keeping it fun, and I would say he took the lead into the whole roleplay. She just did her part in adding fun vibes as well, rather than the boring ha 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 and those all slow answers. Let's not waste any more time. This guy gets a seat at the pimp table, which is very good to have someone sitting there since the table has been empty for months. Conversation number 2, let's go. Phew, hope you had a great weekend. Mine was really wild. I did. It was busy, but good. What did you do? I drove to the desert on a horse with no name, to quote a song, visited some family. Nothing beats the warm wind blowing through the car. Had quite a bad hair day, but totally worth it. How'd yours go? Lol, I had some family time. Well, that's getting busy, alright, haha. We did a bunch of shopping and some good cooking. Oh, I love cooking, but of course it depends on the recipe. I tend to cook with my twin sister. If you're ever missing Maury or Jerry Springer's show, just watch us cook together. Whoa, that was a lot of cooks. I do make a mean meatloaf though. Lol, I bet that's a blast though. Oh, it really is, and quite a spectacle if I do say so. And that's the only 2 screenshots I have about this convo. I will say that this guy's texting is not bad. So if you look at the first screenshot, she asks, what do you do? And he's like, I drove through the desert on a horse with no name, to quote the song, visit some family. Nothing beats the warm wind blowing through the car. Had quite a bad hair day, but totally worth it. He could have been super boring, like this girl is, who said, I had some family time. And later she says, we did a bunch of shopping and some good cooking. That is the dry facts. Super boring. So this guy's having a hard time because he's talking to an incredibly boring girl. She might be fun in real life, but the fact is she sucks balls at texting. Or maybe she's not mad about him, but I've seen plenty of these. It just seems like a bad texter. So it is tough to crack a girl like this. If I were him, I would tone down the niceness in the text a little bit and maybe put her on the spot a little bit more. Call her out like, hey, are you always this talkative? Or he could say, you're not a big fan of texting, are you? Or he could say, come on, share some details. What did you cook? How was it? Prompt her to talk some more, like slightly slap her on the hands for being such a boring texter. And then if she still doesn't change, personally, I would move on. This girl is not worth your effort. Tough to say whether this guy was a pimp or a simp because the girl is just so incredibly boring. I'm gonna be tough. I'm putting you at the simp table just for the fact that you give her so much while she gives nothing back, and the overall niceness of the text. As many female dating coaches would say to this guy, you are the prize, boy, so act like it. Which brings us to a tie, 1-1. Third conversation will decide who wins, the pimps or the sims. On your screen right now. But no, I'm from El Salvador. Cool. You are officially the first person from El Salvador I ever spoke with. So no pressure at all to represent your whole country. Isn't Bitcoin an official method of payment in all of El Salvador? I quite like how he's saying you are now responsible for my opinion of every single person in your country, so you better not mess up. Playful attempt to make her qualify a bit, or at least put in some effort. That's too much of a responsibility. I hope I don't disappoint. Ha ha ha! Read my mind, and yes, it is. So far, you're doing pretty good, Sarah. Keep it up. Great. Then I think we should get married. I don't know how it works exactly, but it will probably have some beneficial text implications for me. At this point, we don't know where we are in this conversation. Have they had a date? Have they texted for ages? Is this quite new? This really decides whether his marriage proposal is a good text or not. So many guys will do stuff like that way too early on in the conversation, giving away all their power. And I'm not a big fan of power games, but when I say giving away all their power, what I mean is the fun's over. When you say like, look, I want to get married to you, there's no more mystery for the girl. There's no more impressing to do. There's no more, the game's just been played. And that usually ends poorly. Unless if she's already completely mad about him, which we will find out right now. I'll try my best. I have to think about it. I'm considering a couple of other proposals at the moment. What do I gain from it? Look at this. I like this a lot from the girl. She's taking control. She's making it playful. And now what she is doing is in a very playful way, she's making him qualify. What he tried to do earlier when he said that she's representing her whole nation. Only her version is way better, and also she has way more leverage to work with because this guy made a simpy mistake, saying that he wants to marry her. You're that popular? I should have known that actually. That's a compliment? Well, you'll gain a European passport, so he's actually selling himself. A husband that will protect you with his life. Another simp point. Amazing sex every single night. I would say that's quite cocky, so it shouldn't count as a simp point, but I feel like saying you're good in bed is like saying you're cool. It's most men who are good in bed don't say they're good in bed. Just like most men who are massively hung don't go around saying they're massively hung. Just like most cool guys don't go around saying they're cool. Cute compliments about your outfit and the way you look on a daily basis. I mean, it's good to be kind and supportive, but if you're going to give her compliments on a daily basis, no matter what she looks like, and a lot of love and support. Look, there's 2 more screenshots to this convo, but I am just ready to not watch them. Label this guy a simp because of what he just did. The proposal, giving away all this power, and then when she tests him, she's like, yeah, there's a lot of guys that want to get married. Why are you the one? He's making the classic mistake of actually selling himself. That is the #1 mistake he could have made, and he doesn't slightly sell himself. He writes half a book with all the advantages to being him, including saying that he's good in bed, which is may be true. Anyway, maybe he redeems himself in the next 2 screenshots. Let's have a look. Are you surprised? You hurt my feelings. You're selling yourself quite well. By the way, guys, in case you're new to this format, I don't go over these conversations before I record the video. So it's the first time I'm seeing this. And I just said, he's making the classic mistake of actually selling himself. And now the girl says, you're selling yourself quite well, but I really want a bouncy house. Look, this is how it goes. If now he's like, a bouncy house, bam, you got it. Anything else you want? She's in control. She's puppeteering this little nice guy. And then there's still this fresh love energy, but that will vanish the coming year. And then she's so bored so quickly with this little guy that she can just control any way she wants. And he's like, your daily outfit's so good. Have you enjoyed the bouncy castle today? Oh, of course you haven't, because by now you want something way better. I'm gonna build it myself with gold. I'm gonna build you a golden castle for you to be in every day. And she's like, fuck this guy. I'm just gonna get properly railed in the club by a douchebag. Anyway, it turns out she doesn't only want a bouncy house, she also wants a dog. I can settle with your offer though. She's playing, but actually she will be settling if she would go for him. I do love it when people compliment my outfits. He's like, noted, on my simp list, simpy things to do for this girl. Bouncy castle, dog, 2 compliments per day instead of 1. The bouncy house and the dog can be included in the offer depending on your answer on my following question. I knew he would add them. Wait, he does have a requirement though. What do you have to offer besides some beneficial text implications and a damn cute smile? See, this is good. Not to compliment on her smile. This is what he should do. Like, whoa, 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 whoa. I mean, I have a lot to offer, but it's not just gonna come for free. What can you do for me? Can we be a mutually beneficial relationship? For the fun-sized package you'll get, and this is already great from her, like, let it be clear, she's the way better texter. She sexualized this so smartly. For the fun-sized package you get, she didn't have to say, oh, I got big boobs and a small waist and I got this and that. She just calls herself fun-sized, and all of us men are imagining this little physique, this little shape being tossed around in the bedroom from left to right. We get a million fantasies just because she did a smart insinuation. Is that proper English? My brain's kind of slow today. So, what's in the fun-sized package? A good cook, nice feminine quality, A+ loving and supportive wife material, random ass conversation / plans, and again, I love that she called them random ass conversations and plans because most men will think about her ass there for a second, and access to free Spanish classes. So, now she's also selling herself back. This brings more balance into the conversation. Phew. I would say she's still the powerful one. She's still in control. Her list of selling herself was shorter. It was not as try-hard. Overall, it's just slightly better. I can also sit on your face if you're into that. No more subtle insinuation. No more fun-sized package. Random ass conversations. No, I can sit on your face and I'll smother you with juice and you'll take it like a little boy if you're into that. But we can discuss specifics later. Now I'm very, very, very curious how he's going to react to it. Ideally, he remains calm. He's cool. He's like, hey, you know, I may be into that. I may be a bit of a degenerate. Time will tell. Maybe I'm just a very well-behaved Christian boy. Praying to the Lord 10 hours per day, giving you a compliment every now and then. Maybe that's just the type of man I am. That would be a proper response. Let's see what he went with. That sounds like a very fun package, actually. And then here it comes, he responds to the face sitting. I think I'm going to have to see what we're working with in real life first before I make any important decisions about you taking a seat on my face. We should meet up to discuss some specifics. I'm going to be very busy next week due to some coaching thing. So would you be available this Friday or Saturday? And I don't have any more screenshots. She says sounds fair, and I think I see the start of another speech bubble coming up there. Let me say a couple things. The way he acted here is way better. This is what he should have done. He's not like, oh yes, please sit on my face, goddess. We'll see. I have to see what you're working with. Maybe it's not really worthy of sitting on this beautiful face. This is proper. Finally, some standards. What I dislike is that as soon as she brought up the face sitting is when he goes for the date. So again, sorry, I'm giving this guy the simp label. And this is a sad day. Editor, cue some sad music and rain. It's a sad day. 2 points for the simps and only 1 for the pimps. But pimps, we can redeem ourselves in the next episode because yes, Pimp or Simp is back. Episode 18 is coming to you soon. Like and subscribe if you want to become actually good at texting and getting girls and doing a lot of face sitting or finding a wifey to build a house with. Just click the link in the description, or maybe I'll pin a message where you can book a free coaching call, talk to me or one of my head coaches. If I'm really honest, it will likely be one of my head coaches because I'm just very busy and important doing important things. But yes, thanks for watching. If you wouldn't mind, smash the thumbs up. I don't really get a lot of those. It makes me feel very weak and unliked. See you in the next video.